see, I have a big passion for learning languages. I believe the beauty of life is becoming rare in many areas of life, and it's good because you stand out. Whether that your goal is to stand out for the sake of standing out to see how others react or not. The point is, it just shows that you're competent in many things, that you have a nice student mentality and you're always willing to drive new things. You're not a one-dimensional person and you're a man of many interests, so you will never have any topics to run out of speaking about. And that's what I'm aiming for now. Finding as many habits as possible, and I'm not overdoing it. Maybe pick like 5 big habits, topics that you're interested in. 5 small habits, topics that you're also interested in. Now you have 10 cool habits about yourself. So then 10 years down the line, so I'm 18 now, I'm going to be 19 in 2 months. So overall, the majority of this year in 2025, I'm going to be 19 years old. So let's say 10 years down the line, so let's round my age to 19, I'll be 29 years old. And I have a lot of cool traits about me. Because I took the time now, let's say 13 years old, getting onto self-improvement, to learn many skills, topics that I'm interested in, and doing that for a long period of time. So there's a lot of barbed wires here that if I were to fall on, it would really harm me physically. So I don't want to cut myself and whatnot, And yeah, let me talk about my passion. Guys, you're gonna find a seat. This is ridiculous. You need to sit down. And I want to find a clean bench because I'm a massive germaphobe, guys, believe it or not. I am a massive germaphobe. So when we're working, I want to make sure this chair never lets me down. It's always clean. Okay. Yes, I have a massive passion of learning languages. Why? I love it. I really enjoy it. I find it really fun. Just being able to communicate with another person in another language is one of the best feelings ever. So I speak 2 languages right now. I wouldn't say I'm fluent yet in French. Give me about 6 more months and I'd say I'd be classed as fluent in French. Because I've been learning it for about 2... Oh, shit, I need to shit, man. I gotta hold it in for another 40 minutes. It's all good. I need to lock in with these videos so I don't feel the shit. I even mean that as a joke. It just happened to be true. This topic. Fuck, I need to shit. Oh my goodness. Fuck, man. Yeah, this video isn't going to be too long, but I think it's really good learning another language. Why? Because of how hard and how much effort it takes. And the beauty of it is, I read a statistic on average, it takes someone about 3 years to speak a language fluently, assuming you're consistent. You study it at a consistent basis, and that can be as simple as 20-30 minutes a day. So it takes roughly 3 years to become fluent at a language. Now I think this is actually subjective to what region of language you're learning. So I'm an English native speaker, right? And I live in London, right? I live in London, England, and I'm learning French. As we know, French is a European language. French has the same alphabet as the English language, so it's going to be a lot easier for me to learn that language. Once I'm done with French, so once I become bilingual in about July, assuming everything goes well, nothing knocks me off, and life doesn't become a bitch and just do that unexpected thing where you think you're going to get to somewhere and it seems so certain and life just goes left. I should be bilingual by July this year, and that'll mark 3 years of me learning French. I started taking German classes last August, but I wasn't consistent. I didn't like learning 2 languages at the same time. So once I'm done with the French, when I say done with the French, that doesn't mean I'm never going to learn French again and I'm not going to improve my French. I mean, getting to the level where you're up intermediate, where things feel second nature, and essentially you speak English as well, as good as you do your second language. So I'm going to learn German after I learn French. Then I'm going to learn Spanish after that. And then I'm going to learn Japanese, which is the language I really want to learn now. Why did I push Japanese towards the end? Well, because surely it would make more sense for you to learn Japanese. I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to myself. I'm just speaking from your perspective. It's like, Golden, why did you decide to put Japanese towards the end? Well, to put into perspective, I'm probably not going to be able to go to Japan now and speak to people. So it's like, what's the point learning it now anyway? So I might as well put more points on the board via learning German and Spanish. And then, obviously, the big language, Japanese, that would be my last language that I learn. And I wouldn't necessarily say document this. You know, no, I will document it on the channel every now and then. Just speak a few words, a few sentences every now and then. I need to make some French videos as well. Just because I think it's a good opportunity to improve my French speaking skills. And yeah, I think it'll be really good as someone who's been speaking it for about nearly 2.5 years now. I think it'll be really good. I'll have like translation English titles on the boat, so you wouldn't need to worry. So it's gonna be really nice, man. And I think it's gonna make me a really interesting person. Bro, this is why I can't wait for 10 years down the line, because we're gonna have so many traits. And that's what self-improvement is all about, guys. Just developing as many habits as possible. This is gonna make you so interesting as a person, man. Like, I have many interests. I'm into the recorder, though I need to get into it more consistently. If you look back at a few of my videos, I play the recorder. Haven't been playing it recently, I need to get back into it. I'm really into fitness, calisthenics in particular. I've been doing calisthenics for 5 years. I say I'd class myself advanced, but there's a upper echelon. And the next 5 years, I want to be at that level. So by the time I'm 29, 10 years from now, I'll be a calisthenics expert. I'll have known 5 languages, assuming all goes well. But let's go back to learning the languages. Why did I decide to learn French? Let's see that. So I decided to learn French. I don't know if you guys know. There is this really lovely music singer. She's actually my favorite, Indila. She has such a soothing, sexy voice. I love listening to it. She has such a good voice. I remember I was listening to her music back in 2022 when I was 19. I was like, oh my goodness. Oh, let me say that in French. Oh mon Dieu. Sa voix est très belle. Je dois apprendre le français parce que sa voix, ça me touche beaucoup. Alors j'ai décidé de parler français cette jour-là. Et puisque cette journée, je n'étais jamais arrêté à parler français. Alors j'apprends tous les jours. Même parfois, il y avait des jours où j'ai pensé à moi, je ne veux pas parler français, c'est trop dur. Mais longtemps, je n'ai jamais arrêté. Parce que j'adore apprendre la langue tellement. Et tous les jours, quand il y a des journées où j'ai pensé de quitter, je m'étais... Quel est le mot en français? J'ai oublié. C'est le problème avec parler 2 langues. Let me go back to English. That's the problem with speaking 2 languages. You forget some words. There's times I'll speak French, and when I speak French and I speak English to my let's say siblings, friends, there will be a word in English that you should remember properly, but you forgot. Like, I was speaking to my brother yesterday or the day before, and yeah, we were talking about something related to the oven. I forgot to say oven in English. And in my head, guess what I was thinking in my head? French speakers, you know, fou. In English, that would be spelled fou, but in French, fou means oven. And I was thinking that in my head. 2 days ago also, I was speaking to my sister about a bonnet. Like, not a bunny hat, like, what's it called? You know those hats with, the beanie hats? Yes. The beanie hats. I forgot to say beanie in English. So I referred to it as a bonnet to my sister. My older sister looked at me pretty weird because obviously it wasn't the right word to describe it. And rightfully so. But because I was just learning so much French, because I know in French, beanie is bonnet, so I refer to it as bonnet. And yeah, it was very weird. So yeah, I decided to learn French because I still listen to her music now. It's just a shame she hasn't made music since about 2019. I think that's about 6 years now. Her latest song was Parler ta tête. It was a French music song. I really liked it. I think it was really good. Yeah, so if a dog's coming to the park, now I'm not scared of dogs. I can fuck up a dog anytime. Not to say that I would, But they're just a nuisance in terms of like irritation. So I'm just looking at the distance, making sure they don't get into the park and, you know, potentially disturb my video. I have my, hopefully not. Listen, yeah, no, they're going away so good. Yeah, I really love Ndila's music videos. Her voice is so soothing. She has such a nice voice. When I listen to her voice, I was like, yeah, I need to learn French. I used to listen to Stromae. No, I still listen to Stromae. He's a Belgian singer. He speaks French. I love his songs as well. I love the accent so much, I decided to learn French. Now, my mum is from Congo, and the official language in that country is French also. So it just so happened that the stars happened to align really well. So the language that I consider my favorite language, actually no, Japanese is my favorite language, because guys, if you don't know, I am a massive anime nerd. Name me an anime, I've probably watched it. I've probably watched all the mainstream anime. One Piece is the best, by the way. One Piece is the best. Yeah, yeah, French, besides Japanese, is probably my second favorite language to learn. So I was like, yeah, I gotta learn this language. And it's a European language also. Bro, I gotta learn that language, brother. I gotta learn that shit. And so I've been learning it for about 2.5 years now, and I really like it. Why did I want to learn German? Let's talk about German now. Sorry, the camera wanted to cut off. But, yeah. Let's talk about German. Now, why did I want to learn German? Because I actually have an uncle who lives in Germany. And I'd always see German words on TV, and I'd always say to myself, oh my goodness, these words are impossible to read. The thing with German words, the words are so squished together, and so it's like, it just seems impossible. It wasn't until I started taking a few German classes. Now I'm very early, very early A1, so I'm not trilingual or anything, but when I did do a few early German classes, I realized it wasn't as hard as I thought it'd be. Like the word job interview, in English, as we know, it's job interview and space interview. In German, there's job interview, but no space. In short, I decided to learn German, and I want to keep that as my third language that I'm going to learn, because German was really hard. I used to always say, you know, German is impossible to learn. Look how many words there are. So I just see me learning German as an opportunity to see it as another cookie jar. Now guys, what is a cookie jar? If any of you guys know David Goggins, he can reverse to, alright, let me intro. Life gets hard, right? And when life gets hard, we tend to beat ourselves up a lot. You know, we say, we ain't shit, man. But we're still standing, we're still breathing, we're still alive, man. And so we need to look at a cookie jar, and he uses a cookie jar as a metaphor to essentially describe all the times where life got hard. And you still thrived, because you definitely thrived. I refuse to believe that there's not even one moment in your life where you found an event difficult and you never got through the other side. 100% of the people watching this video, you have in some way, shape or form. And even if that's the most little thing, it is physically impossible to be able to understand the words I'm saying right now and not have moments in your life where you thought, well, I can't do this, and you ended up doing it. There has to be one. Even if you're a toddler and they can't even understand what I'm saying, they're probably absorbing the English like a sponge. You have a cookie jar, and you need to pick up a cookie jar, so a memory in your life where it was really difficult, and you're able to accomplish that. And I see German as a big one, because German seems impossible. Now, I'm not fluent like I said in German, but I know it's possible now, because I can say a few, like, beginner words in German. Hallo, ich heiße Gordon und ich spreche Englisch und Französisch und ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. Mein Deutsch ist nicht gut. That's all I know. Just a few words like that. If I were to go to a German shop, I'd probably get by, but it's just like small talk, so I wouldn't class myself fluent yet. 3 years down the line, I will consider myself trilingual, because I will be fluent in German. Why did I decide to learn Spanish now? I said I learned Spanish. I wanted to learn Spanish because everyone speaks Spanish. Literally everyone learns Spanish. And also, I see learning Spanish as this goes with French as well, but I see learning Spanish as, you know, just picking up from where I left off. Now, started learning Spanish. It was a mandatory in my school. When I was 8 years old, in year 4, year 4, I know you Americans do grades, really years. I put like, to the Americans who are watching me confused, here's the grading system between England and, you know, America. By 8 years old, I was learning, I had Spanish class. I never liked it. I found it super boring. Same with French, when I learnt that in 20... So I learnt Spanish... No, we did Spanish lessons, I think it was in 2014, so about 11 years ago. And in 2013... No, 2011, I did French lessons when I was 5 years old. Never took it seriously. I found the lessons really boring. I look back and I was like, damn, I should have took those lessons seriously because I could have been trilingual already, which would have been really cool. I'm close to being bilingual, I'd say. But man, I could have been trilingual already, man. Shit. You live and you learn, right? You live and you learn. That's why I'm learning them languages now. So when I'm in my late 20s, I'm not like, damn, man, I can't speak them languages because I know it by then. You know? But everyone speaks Spanish, honestly. And a lot of America speaks Spanish also, so I wanted to learn Spanish. Really want to learn Spanish. I think it's, I really want to know Spanish for some reason. I don't know. It's just a popular language. A lot of America speak Spanish, and it would just be nice to blend in and converse with people. So when I get a lot older, I'm going to travel a lot more. I'm going to go to the country, speak to the Spanish folk. I'm just going to speak to the French folk, the German folk. It's going to be nice to see, so stay tuned on my channel. I think those are builders. As the years progress, it's going to... Yeah. But hell no, that ain't fox. Oh no, that ain't fox. Oh fuck no. That's a fox. Oh fuck no. Yeah, we're going. Oh fuck no. Now, like I said, I'm not scared of foxes. I said what I said just now. It's the mere fact that, bro, as you know, it's torchy. Bro, I don't even think that's the word. It's really dark still. We're starting to get a bit blue. The sky and whatnot. But I have a torch in my face, right? I have a torch in my face. Picture this. I'm looking at the torch. So my vision is going to be slightly blurred, right? The area... So this is where I recorded. That area there. Yeah, sorry guys, I can't see it properly. But it was where I recorded my Why I Worry for OnlyFans model video. That part. I was thinking in the beginning to go there to record. I couldn't see shit. There was a fox there. You see that tunnel? I'm not sure you guys will know. Maybe in a brighter time of day, but there's like a little tunnel that kids can go in. I saw a fox in there. I didn't see shit, so you can only imagine I was scared as fuck. You know? Let's end it here and talk about why I want to speak Japanese. I think this goes with no surprise. As a massive anime fan, a weeb who's been watching anime since I was 7, so for about 12 years now. Bro, I love that culture, man. I love that culture. I love Japanese. You know those videos where there's like this Asian black guy in China speaking Chinese, seeing reactions? That's gonna be me. Bye-bye. That's gonna be me. When I learn Japanese fluently, it's gonna be black guy goes to Japan, shocks natives. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun, man. But yeah, I'm a bit of a nightmare. I have an addictive personality, unfortunately. But it's a double-edged sword depending on how you look at it. Now, addictive personality disorder is when you're so zoned into a task that literally any task that you're dedicated in learning, you're gonna ruthlessly pursue it. Now what I told you right now, you may think that's not a bad thing. Yeah, but it's anything you do. Like when I used to watch a lot of porn, bro, I watched it like bro, I was zoned in. Just when I was addicted to flapping, I was zoned in. So it's really about managing, finding the good and the bad habits, what's right and what's wrong, and then using that, addictive personality to pursue it. So I think if it's like the right topic for you, I think that's a good thing. It's just more so realizing what's good and what's bad. I think everyone has some form of addictive personality because everyone has a talent that they're used to and dedicated about. Business owners, singers, but then there's another side of the spectrum also. You got your drug addicts, your rapists, so it's really just finding the topic that's suited for you. And so yeah, those are my interests. I only limited myself to learning 5 languages because as an addicted, unfortunately has an addictive personality, someone who's overly ambitious. You want it all. You can have it, you can learn, you can, what is the phrase? You can take it all, but you can't have it all. No. I know I forgot. I think it was, you can learn it all, you can't have it all. Someone correct in the comments. But yeah, I only limit myself to 5 languages because I didn't want to feel overwhelmed to like learn so many languages, and it's like you don't even enjoy learning it anymore, because when you beat one language you don't feel fulfilled because you're just learning about the next. It's yeah, it's interesting, and I struggle with that also. So I only limit myself to learning 5. Like even when I'm learning French now, I used to think about, I really want to learn German. I really want to learn German. It's like shiny object syndrome. You always want that next thing. Should make another video about that. But even now when I'm learning French, I'm not thinking about German. There's a time, there's a place, there's an age I'm gonna learn it. I'm not thinking about learning Spanish now. There's a time, there's a place, and age I'm gonna learn that. I'm not thinking about Japanese right now. There's a time and place and age where I learn that. Everything has its time. You don't need to rush. So I'm just focused on the French one. And yeah, I think that's yeah, my passion for learning languages. Guys, when I get home, it's gonna be a nightmare because I'm gonna have to do a frostbite after frostbite. It's gonna suck, man. But hey, for the channel, I enjoy posting. I think it's a worthy sacrifice. You know, I go out for an hour, speak words, you enjoy it. I look back, I edit it, I enjoy it. You know, and then God willing, I can make money from all these videos in the future. And then I get home and I dip my hands in that water and it's gonna really hurt and feel like an eternity for like 10 minutes. I think it's a worthy trade-off. Take care.